Into Nuke we go. Mythic versus Brazen. Brazen not having the best of times over on Inferno, and unfortunately, in the trying to get a hot start gang, they got to start T-side of Nuke.
Yeah. I mean, look, the one thing going for them is that Mythic have not played Nuke over the last 3 months. That's not to say they've never played it before in their history. They, of course, have. So, I don't know how this one's going to go for Brazen. Obviously, a great recovery on the second half of Inferno, and Grape in particular jumped up to 22 frags. Really, really good. He's been slow over the last couple of days, but that's a solid recovery for him. That said, Hughes and Cooper are going to get a couple of early frags here. Jam comes back, takes down Cooper, but Hate responds immediately, so it should be an easy shutdown for Mythic.
And wow, it is. Hate looking on point here early. 2 nice kills with the USP, and it's clean. About as clean a round as Mythic ever takes. That one is a great showing out from the Mythic squad, and what a way to immediately kick Brazen back down on the start of the second map. No bomb plant means we're likely not going to see an investment here, and, well, Brazen going to start out the hard way.
Oh, yeah. You often want to find those T rounds as early as possible in Nuke, because once the CTs find their economic footing, it is very difficult to get back into it. But as it stands, there's still a chance for Brazen to punish here. Hate's going to rock the XM114, which is a pretty good gun to have over on Hut. He's actually going to go down into the vent, eventually comes back up here. First frag goes the way of Jam. Another one from Arzu. Okay, this is getting really scary for Mythic, but now Hate is racking up the cash, and the frags eventually goes down to Arzu, but uses right there for the trade.
It's a 1v1. It's a 1v1. Rifles on Frankie. What is this? The problem is he doesn't have bomb control. Hughes is now getting a rifle as well. They spotted each other. They're just going to face, and it's going to work out. Wild play from Hughes, considering he had bomb control. But it does work. Mythic, holy calzone. That was way too expensive, considering the investment available from Brazen. That had no business being even remotely that close. Those kills came in such a close concert. It was even tough to make sense of it from our perspective. But now Mythic is at a very vulnerable point here in round 3.
Yeah, and I mean, luckily for Hate, he got 2 frags with the shotgun. That means $1,800 added to his bank count, and that helps things get a little healthier for Mythic here. Otherwise, it would have just been the 2 A1Ss and not the 3rd, more than likely. Ours is going to be pushing out here aggressively. He has been the hot hand for Brazen for the most part throughout the last few matches they've played. And Yu's going to be waiting here in heaven for some contacts towards A. Arzu does slip through. There's a huge gap in that smoke, and that wall of smokes, in fact. One of them not even thrown, but Arzu is able to push through, not even spotted. So no information for Mythic, although Flom is waiting here and he's got support from Cooper.
Arzu about to get clapped outside the head, looking in towards vent, not expecting Flom to be down by the steps, and so Arzu, totally solitary in that positioning, will go down with no ability for Brazen to do much of anything about it. So nice collection early on for Mythic, having seen nothing else there, knowing that it's Arzu who regularly plays the peripherals as well. They seem to have a bit of a read on this one. They have abandoned any of that lower presence. They've gone back to focusing up top. They're wary of outside because they don't have any yard control, but fortunately for them, neither does Brazen. Their timing's rough there, but the nade will chase Frankie down, and, well, now it's starting to look a little disastrous for Brazen. This is the round where they had a chance to really crack this game wide open. Instead, they don't get a single kill, John.
Yeah, that's fantastic for Mythic, who were struggling to get their economy going in that second round, losing 4 of the 5 players. But now, like you said, no kills for Brazen means all 5 survive for Mythic, and they do get the free upgrades to the AKs as well. What more could you ask for? Brazen, on the other hand, well, they could ask for a lot more. They're just going to have pistols coming into this one on a half buy at most. 3 Tech 9s make that 4, and Arzu saving for the big green, so he'll just settle for the Glock. Maybe a quick play will come through for Brazen here. We'll see if they decide to go for an A-pop, and that appears to be the play. Here they come. And there they go.
Use? There we go. All right, he figured it out. He had Hate behind him to figure that it didn't actually matter if they got past him. Well, now it's all going to be on the Frankie in this round. He's over. So on an interesting update on the other game, we were thinking after the 16-4 drubbing in map 1 for EG Black, it was likely going to be a distant thought that Carry Esports could actually make this competitive. But no, they're up 12-5 on Overpass. Took 10 rounds on their CT side, and now Carry have won the pistol and converted, so there's a real chance that goes to a 3rd map. And at that point, again, if Carry Esports beats EG Black here and Brazen doesn't win tonight, Brazen are knocked out of playoffs.
Yep. And I did say before we started here, Mike, that Carry could go to 3 maps. And you
I did
doubted
not believe
me.
you.
You doubted me.
I doubted you. I doubted you, but I
Yes.
should know better than to doubt the chaos possibility in the ESL Challenger League. We love chaos. And Grape loves death right now. Cooper does get traded 1-for-1, so that's actually not a bad exchange rate here for Brazen. They've got a lot of control outside. Flom's going to move to adjust to address that. There's a player lurking ramp. That's Jam. Did catch the HE earlier, but the idea is if his teammates can get down lower, he could group up with them. As they say that, though, they haven't actually shifted the bomb down lower. So I'm not actually sure where they want to finish at this point. This could be a wrap in towards A through mini. That they're shifting the bomb back. All this out of control. They've worked Frankie in towards garage. He's got that positioning at least. Arzu's sticking around. But with a minute on the clock, where do they actually want to end up? It's tough to read the tea leaves based on their positioning right now. And well, I think they're going to wait for Frankie to create something. Frankie can get into heaven. I mean, this could be spicy. But at least for now, Hate is watching for exactly this play.
Yeah.
So if there's something to distract him, all well and good. Otherwise, Frankie should be not dead. Oh my goodness, Frankie just peeks right in, gets the second as well. 2 players are watching for this exact play, and Frankie's just too quick for it. Just too quick. We'll get a third as well, and Frankie just single-handedly won them that round. I know Arzu takes 2 kills as well, but the positioning from Frankie is just so very important.
I mean, he should have died twice, technically. They were holding
Probably.
forward on the
land, he
Mythic
dies
side.
twice.
Oh, absolutely, no question. But online, you got some chances. And Frankie does not waste the opportunities. A 3K coming through for him, and he really is solid in the clutch for Brazen. That's at least the 3rd time I've seen him pull off that type of clutch over the last 2 matches we've watched Brazen. So good on Frankie. As the timeout's going to be called here, what is this timeout? Does Mythic have problems? Are we good? No, it was just a timeout called by Brazen. In fact, they were having a technical issue, but I think it has been resolved extremely quickly. So we should be back into the action in just a few moments, Mike. But yeah, at least Brazen, they cracked the scoreboard, right? They get 1. The thing is, Mythic have already built up their economy, so they will come right on back with a full buyout.
And Frankie will quick switch.
Yes,
Till I
he
go
will.
insane.
You don't like quick switching, Mike?
I don't like the repeated sound of quick switching in my ears.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not the one doing the quick switching.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, when you're doing it, you're fine with it. Okay.
Yeah, but that just satisfies my attention deficit brain. My lack of an attention span. Hit Q, hit Q, hit Q.
Man, I miss having a butterfly knife. I used to have 2, actually.
What happened to them?
I sold them right
Well,
before
you know what they say. If you
yeah.
love it, let it go. True with butterflies in real life, true with butterflies in the game. Well, I have that same pistol. We were just on someone's USP. I have the exact same souvenir pistol. I don't know if it's the same stickers. It's the purple DD pack. It's quite nice as a souvenir. Definitely the best skin I've gotten for one of those. Just looking at the booterfly again. And I have that Glock! Alright, Dane. Get me a knife and gloves and we're twinsies.
Oh, it's so much fun inspecting the butterfly knife. You can totally understand why Dane is doing it.
But it does make you worse because you look at your knife more.
Arguably.
But it makes you faster. You remember when people were legitimately trying to argue that certain knives made you faster?
Were they? I never caught on that.
There was
a
a period of time, I remember a subreddit topic.
That's
you know,
absurd.
that font of intellect that is our global offensive.
Yeah.
Where someone was making the case that you were faster with a certain knife.
That
Which,
is
of course,
the
you
most-
were not.
Of course not. That makes no sense.
Well, I mean, look, if you're spinning the butterfly knife, it creates propulsion. It pulls you forward. Everyone knows that. It's just physics.
Yes, of course.
Obvious.
Why would I question that?
I think there was a time, actually, where one of the knives may have, as a glitch, made you ever so slightly faster.
I don't remember that.
Checking it.
Well, Mike checks that. Hate's going to take a little bit of damage here in the exchange with Grape. Grape's gotten the worst of it. He's down to 14 HP, so still the HP advantage in favor of a Mythic, but Brazen sent 3 players down into Secret. I'm not sure if Mythic are expecting this, but they have a similar setup to before with Cooper playing towards the stairs. Cooper's not going to get anything, though. It's Frankie again. He's trying to light a fire beneath the feet of his teammates. And then opening frag twice. all of a sudden finds himself isolated onto the site in the open as well. He does manage to find one onto Frankie, and Flom takes down Arzu, trying to join his teammates in the B side. It is all falling by the wayside for Brazen. Now 3v2 in favor of Mythic. Flom holding the angle with the op, waiting for the players to peek on through, and they are just playing with course, hoping that will distract him while they throw a Molotov at his feet, and Flom almost goes down to the Molotov, has to give up the space, and that means Brazen will likely secure a bomb plant.
So bomb going down. But the post plant, far from a sure thing. The health is rough here for Mythic, but they do have more crosshairs available. Problem is, Hate is not in position. He's got to work and cover a lot of ground to be able to play off of his teammates. In the meantime, here's the peak coming through. Flom's been deleted. He was the low HP player, so Hughes really has to do the bulk of the work here. It's a nice shot from Dane as well to get him on the board. Comes Hate. A little late into this. They've dealt with the first. Jam's position is known. He's dropped. Is there time?
Yeah,
Hate's got a kit. There should be just enough time to get this round through, and that's going to be Mythic taking the dub. A critical 5th round found. They don't escape unscathed. They're certainly going to be up against the wall economically, but they will, at least for the moment, keep things rolling their direction.
Yeah, and a lot of money left for Brazen there with the bomb plant and the fact that they saved over some rifles in that previous round, so they will bring another Flom by. So a swing round. Can Brazen
All right, so I remember the
get back into
context.
this? Yes, go ahead.
It wasn't that it makes you run faster. It's that at one point in time, which I believe has been fixed, the pull-out animations for different knives were at different speeds.
Oh,
so
okay, that
quick
one I
switching
remember,
was a
yes.
little bit different, and if you wanted to actually slash with the knives, there were certain knives that had an advantage. And I think the default knives actually have one of the best ones.
I think they fix it now, though, because even... Oh, Hughes is going to engage right now. He's going right towards Squeak. He ends up escaping just in time to survive here, Mike. But Cooper spots out a target and likely will fall off here. Maybe he thinks the Flom to try and spot out some information. But there's Brazen going down into Secret once more. So I think, Mike, even though if the draw animation is longer, it doesn't matter because you can interrupt it, right?
Yeah. They did fix it. They did fix the issue.
Exactly.
But it used to be a problem. There's a Reddit post from 6 years ago that talked about it. I believe it was resolved shortly after. I remember that conversation. Oh, and Flom remembers a Flom shot. I remember a Flom shot.
Who doesn't?
Is it just me, or is Cooper kind of a boring opper?
Don't.
Like, at the end of the game, you see Cooper's got 30 kills, but do you really remember any of them? But a Flom shot, a Flom kill, I remember a Flom kill.
Mike. Well, I think Cooper's going to remember those 3 frags as he's got a nice little 3K for himself. 6 to 1
That's such
for
an
Mythic.
important round for Mythic, though. Genuinely,
is, yes,
economically,
it is.
so important. You get nothing out from Brazen. This is reminiscent of what we were getting on Inferno, right? Brazen just get totally blanked. They're a little bit more stale in their gun round. And now you get Mythic healthy. They've got some money. They've actually got the util that they want. They can stabilize.
Yeah, it was very important for Brazen to make a mark in that round, and now things are getting a little bit tougher. They do have the full loss bonus, so they're going to use that to great effect in the following round. But right here, they're going to go for a Hero AK, 2 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles. Maybe a quick play coming through, and well, Jam won't even fire a shot. He burns alive in the Molotov, then Hate finds another. It's all Hate and all Mythic here, as Dangerous will get sprayed down by who else? Hate with the 4K now, 7 to 1 for Mythic.
And the individual woes continue here. Grape 0-3. I think there's been a disconnect reconnect in there because I don't think he's lived through 4 rounds. 5 rounds at this point.
I don't know if he has a frag, though.
Dangerous rocking on the 1 and 7. I mean, look. It's just, at a certain point, there's keeping pace. I understand that Nuke is a tricky map to work as a T side, but, I mean, Brazen is struggling here. It's been rough for them. Let's go see. Grape, yeah, Grape is sitting on the nice kill for Hughes. Jam trying to get through the squeaky door, trying to make a little bit of a cheeky smoke play. Finds himself cheekily shot in the temple. That is cheeky, I suppose. He got shot. No cheeky, no more. No cheeks.
Kind of a shame for Grape because, like I mentioned, his second half of Inferno was incredible, and now he can't carry it over here. There we go! He's broken the goose egg. He's got one on to use. They trade it back, and now with 4v4s, they work their way into Secret here with a lot of time left on the clock and only 1 player in position to deny. That is Twice, who's been pretty solid, so We'll see if he can deliver the frags once more, or if reinforcements will come in time.
All I'm saying is Cooper's got the Cold Zera sticker on the gun.
Okay.
So he's powered up. He's ready.
He's got
Vintage
the buff.
Cold Zera sticker as well.
Sticker
Very
buff.
important part of it. Comes to play around. Mr. Tyler Weiss watching for this play through Decon. Up in the angle. He wants the peek. He's got it. Timing is brutal there for Grape. And Weiss is actually going to get the second. There's another player, Decon. But he just turns. That could not have gone Pixel better. Arzu was trying to wait a little bit and find the timing. But Twice just finds all three.
Didn't need the help.
Light work.
Yeah. And timeout going to be called here. Mythic again. Already taken the half after 9 rounds of play. Exactly the same story as it was on Inferno. And this is a Brazen timeout.
John.
Yes.
Your update on the other series. Look away now if you don't want spoilers, or I guess mute now. 14-8. Looks like it's going to be 15-8. So that'd be 7 map points for Carry Esports. That's looking like it's going to go to Nuke.
Yeah. So, by the way, the other match that's going on, Task Force 1-for-1 against Victorum. Don't forget, Task Force 1-for-1, we're up 12-0. And that one's going into overtime. Why not?
My goodness. All right, sure. Why not? I mean, that's ancient sometimes.
It is ancient.
Sometimes it be like that. But we'll see. That one's to avoid auto-relegation.
Oh, man.
Speaking of auto-relegation, I saw that Kojomo was in here cheering for Brazen a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
That's because
can't
if
imagine why,
Mythic lose here,
yeah.
it's a tie, and DU doesn't get auto-disqualified or auto-relegated. If Mythic win, DU are moving back down. Arzu alone. He has the bomb at least. But instead of going for the point, he's going to try and bait out this last kill, and that's not going to happen. So, no plant, no money, no chance at the round. And Mythic, well, I mean, look, there's an investment coming for Brazen regardless. The bomb plant money didn't actually make a huge difference for them, but you got to start to get some rounds on the board. They're getting absolutely stomped out here.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Brazen. Rifles back in hand. What can they do? Mythic. Well, it's not going to be a quick hit to the A site because the Molotovs are just too good for Mythic, so Brazen going to have to wait a little bit longer. They are in lobby. Oh, Frankie's got a chance to punish here. Looks towards red box. There's the freebie. Cooper doesn't expect Frankie to be up that far. And now, a 5v4, a rare man advantage found for Brazen, and Frankie continues to push up here. He's into the garage. Flom going to be tested. He gets one. Is he going to get overloaded? He does. Dangerous takes him down twice. Who was very good in that previous round for 3 frags. Another opportunity to make an impact here, Mike.
Oh, no. Hate starting to clean him up. It's all on the Twice. Plenty of money, so they can certainly risk it for it. Not really a concern. Bomb going to be planted, though. I'm trying to decide if it would actually matter if Twice saves here. Doing the math. 5 more rounds to play. Yeah, he should probably save, would be the prudent choice. But I think he's going to have a little look-see to see if he can't get some exits. Because, again, the money's not great for Brazen. So let's see. In towards lobby they go. That's the first by Frankie. Pistol out, not even anticipating a player could be back in towards lobby, not even thinking about that possibility. Now the op's going to be retrieved, and that's a nice save for Twice. One more kill to twist the knife of economic damage, and a back away with the big green.
That's very bold by Frankie. Just jump out there, not even thinking that a player could be in position. All right, Frankie. He goes down. But Brazen do win the round. That is the important part for them. That said, we talked about the importance of Twice saving, and yeah, he grabs the op, makes it far less expensive for Flom, who gets the op right back in his hands, and the economy is in a much safer place here for Mythic. All right, Brazen. Around here and where he's going, he's breaking out the glass, getting the lethal thrown, and the Molotovs will fly through here from the Mythic side again, but the Molotov will defuse one of those Molotovs. That's actually towards Squeaky. And now Hate waiting at second vents. Frankie, who has been so very good at taking this outer space, at least over the last 2 rounds, continues to do so. Dane gets the opener, trade comes through, back and forth, Mike, and it looks like Brazen have the edge.
Twice backing out, Cooper. Cooper's got the cleanup. Now it's a 2-on-2. Now they go for the retake. Now they attempt this. Distraction. A lot of focus coming from Mini. They're not watching Heaven. The swing is there, but it's a 1-on-1 with Grape. Cooper looking for this fight. Cooper looking for this fray. They not finding it. Grape's got the lineup. He was so low. 2 HP. He limps through. But somehow, some way, Brazen are doing this. They're putting rounds together. They're making something of this game. And John, here's a possibility we haven't even discussed, but it is true. If EG lose to Carry Esports and Brazen win here, it's a 3-way tie for 3rd and 4th place that might see EG on the outs.
Oh, I mean, we already discussed the 3-way tie, but I didn't think about the possibility of EG being out. Wow.
Not sure who's got what in round differential. Actually, I've looked at it. EG's is plus 49. Everyone else is negative, so EG will probably
okay, they're fine. You're making everyone scared for no reason.
They should be fine. But if that happens, I mean, Brazen better be careful about this round differential. They might still be on the outs.
Carry did take map 2, by the way, 16-8. They're going to map 3.
Spicy. Spicy for sure. Grape gets a freebie there. Cooper gets caught flat-footed. Didn't realize the player worked his way towards Garage. It will be traded by Flom. But losing twice in ramp now means major threat in towards lower. Jam trying to take that space. Hate wants to deny it. And Hate will find himself on the wrong end of that rifle. Okay, Jam, big play. The stand-in ripping open this round. And now with the bomb planting towards lower, Mythic are going to have to save.
Wow. Just Brazen waking up at the unlikeliest of times here in the latter part of the half. Suddenly piecing things together. Individual play here from Jam is what brought them to success in this one. The previous round, Grape found more than 50% of his frags so far on Nuke. And that's what I was talking about for Grape. You know, in the first map, very slow to start, extremely slow, but then finally got things going in the second half. Now, in the latter part of the first half, he's starting to look good. So that's great news for Brazen. They will find themselves a 4th and trying to keep it at the top. So this is actually pretty worthy effort, because if they do, that'll make it much more valuable on the side. Hughes is going to get hunted down, and no guns get carried forward from Mythic.
Oof. A little aggressive and posturing on the save, and no guns saved through means this one's going to be a toughie. Flom can maybe drop some upgraded pistols around, or they can go for a rifle on Flom if they want to do that approach, go for the hero gun. But they're going to take a pause to talk things over. They're going to take the time about this one. Figure out what they actually want to do. I mean, look, Brazen recovering to 5 or possibly 6. This would be incredible considering how absolutely flat they look through the front. But we talked about it. They're slow starters. They're slow starters. And then once they get warmed up, they can actually bring something to bear.
Yeah, I mean, even 4 rounds, Mike, that's more than I thought they would get given how things were trending. So this is already really good for Brazen, only getting better.
Hero rifle up for Flom. 1 Schmeagle. 2 Schmeagles. 3 Schmeagles. A little bit of a deco. Little Schmeago coming through here. And it looks like we're getting heavy presence in towards ramp early on. Twice falling, but they expect the second player here. They haven't really played 2 in ramp, and well, they do, because Hate killed 1. But so is Twice. This is getting disastrous. They don't expect Twice to go back up. If he wasn't reloading there, who knows what would have happened. And Flom's now gotten activated. He gets traded, though. It's all going to be on the use. Not going to be everything, though. Grape comes back to look, and now he realizes, I got to get the heck out of dodge. Use is going to have a gun. Use has a rifle. He's chasing. That player's isolated. What is this madness? Arzu's trying to go all the way back around to then take the bomb back up. Use has just been led around by the nose, but he's going to be able to get towards Heaven. Molly down to secure that. Bomb will be planted. How do Brazen want to play this post plan? Because for all they know, Use has gone to lobby. So they have to watch both angles. They'll take the lobby control. I like this. Give themselves a place to fight from. Use doesn't have a kit, so time pressure is majorly here. His saved gun probably won't matter much in the last round. It would be nice to have, but he's going to risk it. It's certainly worth the gamble. Arzu dead, down to the 1v1. Frankie's bringing him the fight, but the shot's not on. Frankie saves their bacon. Such a critical fight forced there, but Hughes can't get it over the line.
Wow, I mean, great work from Mythic on just pretty much a deagle buy-up. The rifle didn't really need to contribute much. Well played in order to make that as close as it was, and even Hughes at the end, the 1v1 almost pulled that off and got the round in Mythic's favor. So should have been cleaner for Brazen, but they are certainly happy to find themselves that 5th round, and now anything's possible going to the second half. Keeping Mythic off double digits would be even better. We'll see if Brazen are up to that task. Cooper looking for some aggression here towards the outer yard, up towards Silo. He spots Grape, and he will take him down. So easy frag for Cooper, who now can tuck in with the support of his teammate, and perhaps he can get a little more aggressive here. No, he's going to try and fall back, but Dane sprays him down. Does he realize that Hate's around the corner along with Twice?
No.
So much presence here for Mythic, and no, does not realize it. Now will be a man advantage again for the Mythic side.
They still haven't actually seen Hate in Mini. That's a big kill, though. Twice down for the count. So, even Stevens here, as Twice wears out his welcome in the outer yard. Jam will be left as a bit of a lurker. They're taking this control outside. They've been able to work good things with it in the past. Frankie's been the outer demon. He's dead. But timing's going to be everything here. And the rafters they're going to wrap their way in towards A. Oh, the timing there, but to clean out the hut player. Did Hate spot them? I don't think so. Now he'll see it. That'll activate the player Mustang, and that's a cleanup for Hughes. A 10th round found to send us to the half.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Well, if you believe in magic, might be time to get believing in fairies for Brazen. They need to make it happen here in the second half, and it's been a bit of a struggle bus for the Brazen squad, and this time it's not going to change. No one was positioned to deny that vent drop, and holy cow, they have dropped 4 players down vent. There's an outer duel, but that's the only engagement early on, and in the meantime, well, it's all about this shutter play. Gang will at least win the upstairs engagement. No, never mind. That was elsewhere. But Grape is hard to blow. The bomb ticking away. Time of the essence, and Arzu nowhere even close to being able to do anything about this. This is probably just going to be a save purely on clock.
Yeah.
As, well, Mythic are going to take the pistol round.
That was explosive. 4 players down into vents, and they all just walk right into a B site that was pretty much vacant. And now Arzu, you know, we have the body armor and the smoke. Why not save that over into the next round? Thing is, Brazen really needed to crack through early into this half to try and get things going. And Mythic taking pistol, this could very much get out of hand extremely quickly. And use finds Arzu, so no armor or smoke going to be saved over into this round. 11-5 for Mythic, and they will immediately upgrade to the AKs, expecting a 4 spy to come through on the Brazen side. Forced by that will never materialize. Brazen just going to stick with the USPs. Completely dry.
Understandable. I mean, the thing is, John, right? They just don't... If the force buy doesn't work,
oh, they're
put you back an extra round, you just have no cushion. It's just gone. But I was going to say, you ready for the 5 USP victory round?
Maybe.
Flong? It's going to get overwhelmed. Uses down as well. That's 2 guns outside. This is the way things fall apart. Nice kill for Twice, but they can't get focused on it. They need to get that bomb down. They need to get that planted.
Just save the guns.
At this point, you've given up the rifles. You got to let them alone. Saving 2 rifles would make the CT buy way better.
I mean, they didn't invest any... Oh.
Arzu will save this. He's out. I mean, look, it's a good result, frankly, getting a rifle, getting 2 kills
anything
out of this with just USPs. That's a massive find here for Brazen.
Yeah, they're plus 2,700 because they invested $0 into this round. So Arzu should be able to save. Mythic are hunting pretty aggressively, considering their economy right now. They really want to try and put Brazen into the dirt. Here comes Hate around the corner, and he will find it onto Arzu, who cannot hit his spray, and Hate upgrades himself to an AK. So nothing doing for Brazen. Look, it was just USPs, so anything out of the round would have been great. Unfortunately for them, it just does not come to fruition, so they're going to upgrade to A1Ss across the board. But Mythic are 4 rounds away from closing this series out.
All right, this is the round. This is the round where everything turns around for Brazen. So they make it happen, or we get a banger series. This is the moment. Arzu out by the red box, very aggressively postured here. He's going to have to bail out as the smoke fades. And Grape are exerting influence outside. Been left vacant by all this outside presence. It's actually fine. Not sure the positioning for Frankie. Is he on hut? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And now, Dangerous having shifted down vent. He wants to go for a secret peek. There's smokes outside, and they're so wary of it. The pressure's going to be on for Jam. Jam is erased, deleted, destroyed. Ramp is now open. They'll rock their way straight into what's lower, it looks like. Nope, they'll just take the pace. They'll take the presence. And now, they're going to go back up top. So, hello, Frankie. Get ready for a bit of fun here. He's ready for the fun, and no one was close enough to trade that. This actually works out nicely. They catch another. Frankie, very well done. Arzu breaks his ankles hopping in towards sight, but, well, he is going to go down. It's all on the Dangerous. Dangerous started to warm up into it at the end of that half. Bomb's not down yet. Dane could actually get vision on the C4. This could get rough for Mythic. They're putting a beat into it, but they've only got 25 seconds to spare, and now Dane's seen that C4 is still down. He's running. He's running. Does not want to get tagged. He must have not seen the C4 and thought they'd been lower. If they'd waited a tick longer, he might have actually just rotated off, but now they've got the bomb planted in his face, and it does not matter. How does Dane want to approach this? It's too prime an opportunity to give up the 1v2. So he's going to come back over the lip. He's going to attempt this. A flashbang just to try and get him out over the angle, but they're not going to catch anyone, and he's down for the count.
Yeah, I mean, Dane, I don't know why he was going down the ladder, and I don't know why he wouldn't have seen the bomb. So that was a little bit of a weird circumstance. Probably should have just been playing Sentry, watching the bomb, and then could have had one and made it a 1v1 instead. Puts himself in difficult position, tries to flash out, and it just does not work at all. The thing is, Mythic did make a mistake there, right? They sent one player into hut. I understand the quick pace to try and rotate back, but that one player was isolated, and they didn't get the trade immediately. Not only that, Frankie gets 2. So, for all intents and purposes, Brazen should have been able to pull that one off, but unfortunately for them, it just hasn't gone their way. Clearly, Flom is going to get the headshot onto Frankie. Cooper drops Dangerous. Arzu is going to go into heaven. He's got the scout trying to get a response, but Twice delivers another headshot from the AK. He is up to 16, and Grape and Jam are just on the outside looking in. And now, well, Grape's not looking for anything. He's down to the ground. Jam also. And that's it, Mike. 14-5.
I mean, Mythic do not have much interest in being auto-relegated. I'll tell you that much. They do not have much interest in that at all. They may be in the relegation tournament, but they'd like a chance to fight for their spot in the league. And that's looking like something they're nigh on the verge of converting. One last hurrah here for Brazen. All the chips pushed into the table to try and keep themselves in contention for that playoff spot. It's looking like that chance, well, it's getting risky. They still might have it. Reminder, depending on what happens between EG and Carry. Still might have it. But you never want to not be in control of your own destiny, especially when the other series is already on a third map decider. Here's the drop down. Grape's been spotted, and he's dead. There we go. Cooper zeroes it in. They know Arzu is here. Utility is going to keep Arzu at bay, and now they've got the full control of outer yard. Phenomenal positioning for Mythic. Everything really working in their favor. The EBGM can do something about this, but that's not even looking very likely. He's stuck in towards hell. He's really not able to have much impact. Cooper's in the rafters, and Dangerous is dead as a result. So Jam unable to make his presence felt, and Arzu and Jam may just need to save to try and play for overtime. As disastrous as that sound, as terrible as that sounds, literally not a bullet of damage has gone onto any of the Mythic players. They're getting out of this one clean.
Oh man, this has just been a torrid start here for Mythic on their T side. Well, that's all they really needed. Jam can't even save. And Arzu is going to try and fight this. He gets Flom. He has no choice, I guess. And, well, he will go down too, so that means no rifle saved over. 10 rounds for Mythic to close this one out. And Brazen just going to have to scrape together whatever they can. And it's actually not going to be that bad. You have 3 A1Ss, the MP9, and Jam probably going to go for the MP9 as well. But the utility, Mike, it's just not good at all.
It is rough. It's so disappointing for Brazen that they had to play this this match with a stand-in, right?
Yes, and
maybe that would have made a difference for them if they had Polo playing. I'm sure situations have been difficult in terms of getting Prac and all that stuff with the Hurricane bearing down. But man, oh man, have they looked outmatched in this matchup.
Yeah.
Have they looked completely overwhelmed and just really unable to fight. So, I mean, when this one concludes, unless they can run 10 rounds in a row here for Brazen, they're going to be watching this EG Carry Esports game with bated breath.
Yeah, and not forgetting, Mike, that Polo is their IGL, so it's an even bigger piece to be missing at this point. All right, Mythic, can they close this one out? They did let things go on a little bit longer than it probably should have on map number 1. Will that happen again here? Wait and see. Frankie going to jump down, could get the opener, good movement, and good frag. Cooper, the first one to be dropped here. Grape gets naded to oblivion and then sprayed down by Twice. So, oh my goodness, Mike, it's Hate coming back here and dropping Frankie after a great opening frag. Things are falling apart again for the Brazen side. Even worse now, Use finds one, Twice gets Arzu. This one could be done and dusted. Dangerous, the last one standing in a 1v4. He's hiding behind the smoke, but likely going to be spotted in just a moment. The smoke fades away. He gets one, but no more. Use wraps it up with a pretty bow. Mythic are not going to be auto-relegated. They are moving on to relegation to fight for their lives in Challenger League, Mike. But Brazen, like you said, they're going to have to watch that match with Carry Esports against EG with bated breath. Who knows what's going to happen now for their playoff hopes?
For sure. I mean, this is the Mythic that we were hoping to get all season long. This is the Mythic that we did get in a lot of matchups where they were just so very close and down to the wire. This is the firepower we know they can bring, even with you stepping in.